All right, this is going to be the final video. I'm going to basically route the lines and then just kind of point out how I routed them and what I did to route them and whatnot. So I won't actually show, pushing the lines through or whatever, but I will route them, then get on camera, go in, show you how I routed them, how I secured them, and then I'll leave the bleeding and all that stuff up to you, once you get your kit installed, because I'm not going to bleed my steering system yet because I haven't had a chance to bleed the cooling system and fill it with oil yet either. So I'm going to do that first before I obviously bleed the steering system. So I'll leave that part up to you on your own. It's pretty self-explanatory, tells you how to do it in the instructions very, very well. Kind of pointed out, I am using the GM AC Delco fluid. I went to the local GM dealer and bought a few quarts of it. Not sure exactly how much it's going to take, so I bought 3 quarts. Don't think it'll take that much, but I'm pretty sure it won't take any more. So I will get some of these hoses installed and then come back and show you how I routed them and whatnot from there. All right, so here we go. I'm going to show you how I routed these lines here. We'll start in the back here at the pump. My car is pretty tore apart right now, so as you can see here, I've got the one with the angle on it facing back, routed back up through here, and then they go under and over. It goes over the drive shaft tunnel. It's hard to see in there, it's so dark. But yeah, it goes over the drive shaft tunnel. It's hard to see because it's dark. And I don't have a bed on mine, so I mounted my reservoir back up here, as you can see right here. And that hose, the return hose, runs down right here in between these hoses here. And then I'm gonna probably put some protective stuff on some of these hoses where they might touch metal or touch clamps or whatnot. And then that's gonna go all the way to the front. And so we'll go to the other side now. And as you can see right here, I just used a hole saw. I believe it's an inch or inch and a quarter, and just did actually 3 holes there until it had enough for everything to get through. And then it went over top of the drive shaft housing, through here, underneath here. I don't have any floorboard here, so you'll have a floorboard. I'll run in a channel right alongside here, and then it will come up and go underneath your center console in between on that little piece you really can't see behind there, and then go up, route it out of the way of the drive shaft. I've got a little tunnel here. It's going to go up, and then I went between the brake pedal housing and the gas tank on 3 of them. On the 2 that went to the rear, then the passenger side, and then the driver's side, I went up the middle here just because I had a little more slack. Went up the middle here and brought them all over to the servo. Now I marked mine. The blue is the passenger side, it's the shortest line. The black is the pressure line, just because when you get the ends in here, it's hard to remember, which is which. So put a black piece of tape on from the rear, means that was the return line. Pressure line doesn't have tape. This one here, passenger side, and then obviously driver side's is right here. So and then coming to the front here, I've got it mounted. See a little better here, right there. I swing back up and around, come back in the center here. Again, mine might look a little different than yours because of the fact I don't have any radiator hoses going to the front. So I mean, you can come up through this hose here, or make your own little hole here or whatnot to get back in there. And then passenger side, obviously, same as the driver's side, just the other side. Come out here, come up around, and back in there. What I will probably do is put a piece of protective hose over top of this area here, pop a couple holes in these gussets here and zip tie it down so it holds that in place, and do that on both sides. That way it doesn't get out into my shock at all or my limit straps or anything like that, because the kit does recommend having limit straps on here. I am going to put shock therapy limit straps on here. Just they're in my race room, just haven't brought them out to install them yet. Probably do that this weekend, maybe sooner. So yeah, just and then after this, look at the instructions. The instruction does have pictures for more stock vehicles to show you where to route the hoses and whatnot, where to route it in the beds. The thing was to keep it away from the exhaust. With mine being a side dump right there, I wanted it furthest away as I could, and where I have it is the furthest from the exhaust that I can have it. So that's pretty much it. Make sure you bleed the system. You fill it up, go work it back and forth a few times, back and forth, you know, probably 10 to 20 times, full lock to lock, and then keep checking the fluid, and then once you get a good, you know, amount of fluid in there, you just, you know, with about an inch above that return hose port, then, you know, and you work the back and forth, not getting any bubbles anymore, then start it, and then keep topping it, keep working it, topping it back and forth, just like you would if you're doing an automotive rack and pinion or power steering pump, because pretty much that's what you're doing here. You're replacing the rack and pinion and a power steering pump in like a vehicle. So I mean, same scenario there. All right, well, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. That way you can see more of my content here. I'm going to try and do all my race prep and videos. Try to go live when I'm working on some things. You know, it's kind of do hit and miss here. First things first, I probably need to get this thing together so I can start doing some testing, and then clean up the shop. The shop looks like an X3 destroyed in it. Basically, I tore down 2 and made 1. So that's where I'm at now. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. If you want me to get more involved in anything, you want me to show you anything about the car, I mean, it's not stock, but it's not, you know, but there is a lot of stock left to it. So I mean, here's the front end on there. You got Natural State Racecraft A-arms and their knuckle kit. As you can see, that it's 1.25 inches high. I mean, there's my fist for reference. I mean, that is a big joint. Mainly everything's just mocked up now so I can get measurements and limit straps done, and I'll be tearing it back down to send some stuff off the powder coat, and then obviously Loctite everything, torque everything down. I think my first race is about 6 weeks away, so I got to get the hustle on. Thanks for watching.